During a summer in my youth, a diving accident changed my life forever. My entire perspective changed. I had to reevaluate and never take anything for granted. I'm Michael D'Amore, and I want to tell you that what's truly important is understanding there are many ways to live a productive and fulfilling life. All you need is the desire to do so and a little help from great organizations like the DOR, the California Department of Rehabilitation. Every year, the DOR serves approximately 115,000 consumers. The DOR helps individuals with physical, psychiatric, cognitive, or sensory disabilities. And just take a look at how the DOR's programs and services have helped individuals with disabilities to obtain employment, independence, and equality by developing a customized individual plan for employment, IPE, and providing vocational rehabilitation services, VR. The support is there. It's up to you to take advantage of it.
Welcome to the Department of Rehabilitation. At our agency, we promote employment. Our main focus is to help our consumers get to work. The application explains to us who you are. It gives us information regarding what your disability is and what your goals are. The health questionnaire is a self-report. We order medical records, we get the doctor's information. At your first meeting, you will sign some releases. When we're helping you with employment, we need to know everything. You have to have a disability. The disability has to be permanent, and it has to be a substantial impediment to employment. There has to be some type of limitation where you're not able to work. You need to require services. In order for you to obtain or maintain your employment, any services that you need, that's what you put that on your application. It's up to the consumer if they're going to participate. In the end, it's your plan. You're the one that's going to go out there and get the job.
It takes a lot of effort to search for a job. When I first went to VR, I expected results right away. But VR doesn't automatically hand you a job. My counselor helped me develop an IPE with specific job goals. Then one day, my counselor suggested that I connect with the Job Searchers group. They gave me tips on what would work and what wouldn't work, the different kinds of jobs and resources available that I had never thought of before. That kind of group was really worth it. So he encouraged me to go to school or college, attend workshops, orientations for job placement. I learned so much through those schools, workshops, and trainings, and that enhanced my understanding of what a job requires. When I started my new job, I was amazed that I was able to get the accommodations I needed. I also learned how to work with different office equipment. There's lots of technology out there that I had never seen before. It's very important for me to be employed. I have benefited a lot from self-confidence in doing the right thing, being able to follow directions. I learned new skills that improved my experience, giving me greater job satisfaction and a chance for promotion. Working in public service is having a career that enables me to impact the community and influence others. Together, you and your counselor will help obtain the services that you need. And remember, having a disability doesn't mean you're not good enough or are limited because of your disability. Be patient. Stay with it until you get that job. Be involved with the community. This helps enhance your self-confidence and expands your career for a better future. It's up to you.
Everyone is an individual. At DOR, your IPE is individualized to best meet your employment goal. You will work with a professional rehabilitation counselor and a team of people who will stay in close communication to help you reach your goal. The DOR wants to assist you in securing a meaningful career with employment that matches your unique strengths, resources, priorities, concerns, abilities, and capabilities. Together, you and your counselor will be making informed choices by developing an individual plan for employment. Let's see how the team helped Eric.
My grandmother knew that I had a learning disability, and I think she kind of knew that with my learning disability, I was going to have to work harder than regular people. I became homeless after they passed. I was looking for a job that could fit me and fit my personality.
At the Department of Rehabilitation, we try to do a vocational assessment for every client that we work with before we put them into their plan. And what sets us apart from many other agencies is that we do a thorough assessment of someone's abilities. We want to see if we can find a job that uses our strengths and minimizes our weaknesses. So that's what we did with Eric. It was obvious when he came in that he was really motivated to go to work, and he was doing all these things to sort of lay the groundwork to be able to work. And then with the testing, we were able to identify his learning disabilities and just how those might affect him in a job. So we agreed that Eric had strong social skills and he wanted to do a position around people and providing services to people. We wrote the individual plan with those ideas in mind.
I needed help with doing a resume, making sure my resume was proper enough to be turned into a job so they could understand it, and they helped me get clothes for interviews so I could look right. And we practiced going over interviews for jobs, so when the time came and I did get an interview for a job, I would be ready. And they also helped me, get to work. I mostly look for jobs that has a lot to do with me interacting with the customer. It's a nice feeling to get to know other people.
But we want to have the person do as much for themselves as they can, so that when they are looking for employment down the road, they will not need as much help, or may be able to find employment on their own, and they'll be able to remember what we learned in the process of going through rehab, that these are the kinds of jobs I should pursue, and this is the area that I really like to work in. There's always the potential for them to really get something important out of working with a counselor and being in the process.
I found out a lot of things that I never knew that I could do on my own. It took a lot for me to overcome my shyness and not want to let people know what I needed.
And there's a lot of information you'll get about your benefits that you may be afraid of losing. There are all kinds of work incentives. There are enough support services to help make it a little easier to get back in the workforce. Eric has almost a year of employment now, and he will be able to more easily get jobs in the field that he's in.
Yes.
With other companies or with similar positions with the work experience that he has and the references that he has. And he can go a long way if he just stays, on the same pathway that he's on. And it was that little bit that's going to really make the difference for him. He would have gone a good ways on his own, but he's going to go a little further with the Department of Rehabilitation.
It is up to you, though. They have your back to get you to where you need to be, but you have to want to do it. You have to want to go there. You have to want to take that step and open that door.
Whether you're young or old, looking for your first job or in need of retraining, take advantage of the opportunities available through DOR. Actively participate and make the commitment. We all want to be independent and self-reliant, contributing members of our community. That's a goal we can all set. Take a look at what self-determination and commitment can do.
My name is Shawn Johnson, and I'm the Client Service Manager for Principal Financial Group. There are unique challenges that a person faces with a mental illness. I believe you desperately need assistance when you're in that condition to get back on your feet and re-enter the workforce. I was highly productive and had a life and a career and a daughter at the time when I had my first onset in my 20s. So when it happened to me and I basically became from independent to dependent on everybody, it was devastating, absolutely devastating. And I fought for a long period to come to terms with the fact that I had this condition called bipolar. My self-esteem, everything just completely tanked, and it took a lot of personal struggle to work at putting myself back together and finding worth and finding desire, and that comes, you know, from within through outside support and just living life. I realized this was the cards I was dealt, and I needed to plan. There's a lot of assets that I have that I think add to my life as a direct result of this disability. The level of creativity, you bond with people, you connect with people, the ability to solve problems and a different perspective on things. I had an opportunity with the Department of Rehab that allowed me to gracefully realize that yes, I am capable, I am confident, it is possible, I enjoy what I do, and I'm very, very good at what I do. It's really important for me to be employed because it builds confidence in me. It allows me to see that I improve to myself, that I have value, that I can add value to myself and to other people, and be a productive member of society. I'm the one that experienced the consequences of my actions or my inactions. And the only way that my life will improve is through improving it myself. Because you're disabled doesn't mean that you're not competent or capable. And if there's something out there that you want to achieve, the best thing to do is take the first step. And if you have a goal and a desire, that something you truly want to do and be, you find that drive and that desire within.
I hope you're excited about all the possibilities, programs, and services that DOR has to offer. You've taken the first step towards a more fulfilling life by participating in an orientation. Here's what you need to do. Make the commitment. Show up. Communicate and follow through. And throughout your rehabilitation process, if you find that you and your counselor have differing opinions, the Client Assistance Program is available to assist you at any time. It was up to me to make things happen in my life. With some determination, you too can make great things happen. It's up to you.